Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I just had my breast revision 5 days ago, so I thought I would do an update to let you know how that went, how things are going, etc. Basically, the morning of, I took 3 Valium and half Percocet, and my sister drove me to the doctor, dropped me off. They take me into like a completely sterile room and marked me up and basically began numbing like under my boob with local anesthetic. And so they just gave me like a shitload of shots to numb me up. And then the doctor like pinched me to see if I could feel anything to make sure I was totally numb. And there were a couple spots where I could feel it, so he re-numbed me and then basically got started. And I was basically laying in a chair like this for an hour and a half. And honestly, the worst part about the procedure was just like my anxiety about it, knowing that he was going to cut my skin and worrying that I wasn't going to be numb. My palms were sweating and I was breathing kind of like, but I couldn't feel anything. So that was good. And anytime I did feel something, it was like a tiny little like pinprick and I'd be like, ooh, and he'd numb me again. So that like wasn't an issue at all. Nothing like hurt. So yeah, he basically just cut me open from like the middle of my scar outward and removed 2 strips of skin, 1 from each side, stitched me back up. The stitching is what took the longest. The thing that sucked the most about it was when they like cauterized it before they stitched me back up. You can smell like your skin burning and you can see smoke or vapor or whatever it is coming out of the thing, and that like gave me like anxiety. But I couldn't feel it, I could just smell it. It freaked me out. But the stitching took the most time. But they stitched me up and put tape over the sutures, put gauze over the tape. I brought my compression bra that they gave me after the initial surgery back in July. So I brought that with me, and I have to wear that until my post-op visit, which is, it'll be 10 days after my Friday. So I think I have like another 5 days before I go in for my post-op visit, at which time I should be able to only wear this, not 24/7, but during the day for a couple more weeks. It wasn't bad, and healing has been interesting because the day after, I thought I was in more pain than I was in with the initial surgery, and it made me really nervous. But I took 1.5 painkillers the day after surgery, and then that's all that I've had to take since. So I haven't even had to take like ibuprofen or anything because it doesn't hurt. I'm a little bit bruised right now, but yeah, nothing really hurts. The only time I feel a little bit uncomfortable is when I take the compression bra off to wash it. It hurts kind of like along the outside here. When they were numbing me up, it was hard to get the anesthetic through the existing scar tissue, so those were the few points where I was like, ooh, ooh, and he stuck it back in and numbed me up some more. But that was the only like area where there was a little bit of an issue, I suppose, with the anesthetic. I'll post a before and after here so you guys can see what they look like before the revision and now 5 days post-op. There is obviously definitely a difference. I'm much happier now. I'll see kind of what they continue to look like as they settle over the course of the next couple months. But yeah, overall, I think it was good. And I already answered these questions in a previous video, but just to recap, I only had to pay for supplies. I didn't have to pay the doctor or either of the 2 assistants for their time. So I basically just paid for like the anesthetic, gauze, sutures, whatever. So it was $350 for the revision. And obviously like all of my post-op visits are included in that. And the reason why I was awake is because they could have put me to sleep and done it like in the hospital with an anesthesiologist, but it would have been an extra $1,200. And they said that it's such a minor thing that I could do that if I wanted to, but they do stuff like that in a sterile environment in the office all the time. So it was really up to me. And I was like, bitch, I ain't rich, so I will do it awake. Looking back, if I had to do it again awake, I would. I think it's just your anxiety and anticipation of, am I going to be able to feel this, that is worrisome. And I actually don't feel like the Valium even kicked in until we were almost done. So maybe next time I'd take it more than an hour ahead of time. Hopefully there won't be a next time. But yeah, everything's going good. I'll update about the status, I guess, in a couple months because there's nothing really massively different to share. But yeah, I thought it was a good experience. I'm happy with my doctor. Still can't lift anything more than 5 pounds. I did go to the gym 2 days after surgery and did some leg stuff, but nothing where I had to like pick up weights to do leg stuff. So I just used machines and walked on a treadmill, which is what I'll continue to do probably maybe 2 or 3 times a week for the next couple weeks until I totally heal. Since last time I tried to jump the gun and started doing arm stuff after 2 weeks, and then I kept reopening my incisions, so I don't want to do that again. But yeah, all in all, it was a good experience. If you have any more questions about it, leave them below, and I'll talk to you guys later.